Well, good morning to you, everyone. Mark Sudduth here. Hey, I can see myself. I fixed it. I fixed it last night doing Weather Brains. Good to
Awesome.
see you, everybody. Mark Sudduth, CJ Morgan.
How's it
You've
going,
tuned
Val?
into Talking Weather on the YouTube, and it is now Friday. Happy Friday to you, the 19th of December, 2025. How's it going with you, CJ? We'll banter for a moment while we get people on.
It's all good. Yeah, it's a good day. It's sunny, warm, nice and warm down here in Florida. It's a
Of
Friday.
course,
Thank
the
God
way it
it's
should be.
Friday. And
Yes.
it's the Friday before a short week for many of us with the
Right.
Christmas holiday next week. It's going to be, a lot of people starting to travel this weekend. So,
Well, speaking of
airports,
that,
the roads.
and I'll mention this at the end as well because people are still jumping on. Speaking of traveling, on Monday we're going to have a really, really big show. My friend Steve, who is an airline pilot, is going to join
Awesome.
us, and it's going to be an incredible look at how it all works from an actual pilot for a major carrier. And he's going to teach us some stuff about FlightAware that I didn't know, and one of the busiest travel days of the year coming up Monday. And I'll tease
Awesome.
that as well at the end of today's show. But also warm, finally here in Wilmington. I've got the short sleeve shirt and
That's
wearing shorts, and
always
it's
good to
great.
have.
Absolutely. I protest the cold when it's
Yeah,
cold and there's no weather with it. If it's just cold, it's
exactly.
useless. I saw something from Neil deGrasse Tyson that there's no such thing as cold, he said. There's just the absence of heat. I thought it was interesting.
Exactly.
It's the way the molecules work and whatever. Um, so the absence of cold today is noticeable because it's in the mid 60s, and finally we got some good sunshine.
Awesome.
But yeah, so um, while we banter for a second, let's see, did I pull up? Let me at least get my menu. I'm off today, just a little bit. I don't know what it is. I got all my stuff prepped, but I forgot to pull up the graphic of our topics for December 19th. So let me do that real quick, slide it into place, and I'll share my screen and we will officially be off and running. All right. So I like this is just gonna be my thing. Dude, dude,
Yeah, it is.
it's
It's
windy out there.
Yep, I was just thinking about that.
Like the other day I said, dude, it's cold. And that was more of a
Yeah.
play on baby, it's cold outside. So I
Yep.
was like, dude, it's cold outside. So, dude, it's windy out there. We're going to talk about that. It's windy here, but really windy
Yeah.
out in the nation's midsection and elsewhere. Definitely going to discuss that. Looks like Eric Webb's Torchmas rumor from days ago is going to come to pass, and we're going to have a
hmm
very warm Christmas for many. And you know what? That's good because it keeps the energy bills down. Look at it that way. We're gonna have
Exactly.
enough debt to pay off in March when all these bills come due for the Christmas presents. And the
Exactly.
West Coast, getting some atmospheric rivers and maybe a Christmas miracle for the Sierras because Lake Tahoe, the ski areas,
Yep.
it's not good right now. And then again, we have a big Monday coming up, and I'm gonna promote the heck out of it because we got a really topical subject coming up with my friend Steve the pilot, and he's gonna come on and talk about a very busy travel time, some of his experiences. We'll talk about turbulence, and he won't have a time crunch, so we can talk and talk and talk. It's gonna be good. So make sure you're tuning in
Awesome.
Monday. You're gonna want to see that one. All right. So let's jump into the national high and low temperatures for Thursday, yesterday. And it's interesting because they're almost lined up longitudinally
Oh,
perfect.
wow.
Isn't that
Yeah.
weird?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is really interesting.
Yeah. I think that's Mary O'Donnell, right? Isn't that another way to
hmm
put it?
Yeah.
Um, so I guess man, my map making skills, my cartography teacher told us you never put place names with a line because it looks funky, and I screwed up.
Right.
I've just been a little off today. But that's
Yeah.
Rolla, I guess, or Roya. How would you say
Huh.
Rolla, North Dakota?
I mean,
Rolla?
I would think that it would be like Missouri where they call it Rolla, but
Ah,
I don't know.
oh yeah.
I've heard
Howard
of Rolla,
says
Missouri.
that we could talk about chemtrails as well, and he can give us from the horse's mouth. No, they're not loading up chemicals. They're just loading up Jet A. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only chemical that we're aware of. Anyway, good to see everybody on the chat, by the way. We'll come back to you in a little bit, I promise. So Rolla, maybe it's Rolla,
Mm,
and Crosby. We know where Crosby, North Dakota is. Um, I think that's the Crosby where there was tornado action around, right?
think so.
I mean, surely at some point. Anyway, -8
Yeah.
is the low for, and it's shared. That's why both stations reported
Hmm.
-8. And
Right.
then 91 degrees Fahrenheit down in Texas
Yep.
and La Puerta.
Yep.
That's the door, right? Is that what that means?
The door, yeah, or the gate, I
The
guess
gate.
would be what they're using there. But yeah, it's the door. La
La
Puerta.
Puerta, Texas. So, new segment that I introduced yesterday to much comedy, and that was hilarious. The Taco Bell that we found in Gunnison, Colorado by accident. I'm going to show you where these places are. And unlike yesterday,
Smart.
everything's ready to go today. So here's La Porta, where yesterday's high temperature of 91 degrees was observed. And let's zoom in and just grab the Google Maps guy and take it to Street View. And we'll just plop him right here on Highway 83. This is what La Porta, Texas looks like.
Nice.
And or 91 degrees, Highway 83, 91
Yep.
degrees yesterday. Yeah,
Good
so
old South
typical,
Texas.
right. No Taco Bell this time. That was so
No.
funny. Oh my gosh. Totally by accident, too. So, yeah, that's where the high temperature was recorded yesterday. And the map, sometimes it tells you 2023 was when the map was
Okay.
April 2023, when this Google Street View person drove
Right.
down Highway 83. Oh, let's see what this says. I drove past it. Damn it. Uh, I'm
One
distracted.
more. Leave it there.
Zoom in. Sullivan City 12 and Mission
Mission,
28.
Texas, 28
60
miles.
miles per
Wow.
hour. Hey, there's one of
Okay.
those attorney ads up there.
Yep.
444 44. Hit
Hit
by
by
a
a
truck.
truck? What in the?
What the hell
Oh,
is going on down at La Porta? The people are getting hit by trucks. Yikes.
jeez. That's not good.
No, I can only imagine what we're going to see when I jump over to Rolla, and
Rolla, whatever.
North Dakota. So, yeah, just jumping on the chat for a second. Yep. Good morning, everybody. We have KP, and we have a lot of K's on here. Karen and Catherine and JBF and KP. The K's
Yep.
win today. All right,
Yes,
let's
they
go
do.
back to the to the next one. That was La Porta. The low temperature took place in Crosby and Rolla. We'll show
Hmm.
Crosby, and now that I'm curious, we're probably going to put in Rolla as well. So let's drill down. This is Crosby, North Dakota. By the way, it's very close to Canada.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wow. It is way up there.
yeah, way up there. And so here's Crosby. We'll zoom in and we'll grab our Street View guy. And let's just jump right into the middle of Crosby somewhere and see what we see. Oh, fall. That's when
Hmm.
this was taken.
Fall,
Clearly, you
October
can
of
see that.
2024.
Oh, well, just a
Look
little
at
over a
that.
year ago.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Come
Hmm.
on. You and I have seen that
Yep.
so much with our travels for severe weather. Hey, some
That is
dude.
definitely a quintessential Great Plains town. There's the grain elevators, the bank.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
How about that?
You can tell
Hey,
you're on the plains.
wonder if we can find a tornado siren if we look hard. Oh, look, we can keep going and we can get to the town center thing. Look
Hmm?
at that.
Yeah.
Zooming
Wow. That
on
must be the
through.
county seat.
There you go. There you go. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yep.
So
There's
this is
the
where the
county
low temperature.
courthouse. Nice
If you just
square.
tuned in,
Yeah.
why the hell
Wow.
are we looking at Crosby, North Dakota? Well, this is where yesterday's low temperature was, of course. Looks like an old theater right here. That has to be an old theater. Now it is the Meadowlark Arts Council, but that just looks like an old movie theater. Anyway, so that's where the low temperature took place yesterday. Now let's fill in. I keep doing stop share. I tell you, CJ, I'm off today. Let's do Rolla, North Dakota. Whatever. I
Whatever.
clicked Missouri. Damn it. I am off today. Help me. I'm going to sign off. You do the show. I'll see you Monday. All right. So
Rolla,
here's,
North Dakota.
oh my gosh. Oh, we have to do the Chicken Hut.
Oh God.
There you go.
Eesh.
Chicken Hut. So this is
At
also
least it's not
where,
a Chicken Express.
right? Chicken Hut, North Dakota at Rolla. This is
Oh,
where the low temperature was as
wow.
well, sharing with the metropolitan area of Crosby. So this is
Mhm.
Rolla, bro. This is it.
Yeah, it's
Chicken Hut. All right,
mm,
let's make a pact. If we end up chasing some tornadic storms in Rolla, we got to go to Chicken Hut and at least get a chicken tender basket. CJ is not so keen on that. Come on, you have to say
yeah.
yes.
uh, I
Let's
would
click
try
on
it.
the menu. Let's see if they have any reviews. Oh, look, there you go. Get Salat, Salat.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, this is where the sharing with Crosby, North Dakota, the national high and low temperature segment is now complete. All right, moving on along. National Weather Service time, and I do have to unshare. Actually, I want to try something. I turned the telestrator on, and I'm gonna draw a big old circle here, and I'm gonna look on the YouTube and see
Everybody
if,
can see it.
yeah, like, do I
I
have to
can see it at
unshare?
least.
Right. Let's ask them. So it's Rolla, like rolling along,
Yeah,
says our
got that.
friend
Rolla.
Kathy down in Fernandina.
And
All
yeah,
right.
you can see it on this on the YouTube, so you're good.
Yay. That saves time. I think
One of
you
the things
guys
I'm noticing here, look at
really
all those
enjoy the
wind
same.
advisories.
Sorry?
Look at all those wind advisories,
Yes.
especially for the Northeast and the Midwest.
We shall get back to it. Now, wind is the story here. Uh,
Mm,
I'll use red and get a big thick stroke line. So that's wind. That's your storm warnings. All of this
yep.
is wind. That's a special marine warning. Freezing lake spray crap,
Right.
whatever.
Yep.
Red flag warnings related to wind. All of this is
Mhm.
wind, and this is winter weather advisory, more rain and flooding stuff, and
Yep.
Thule fog.
Yep.
Hey, if I had known that the Thule fog was going to be there for that long, I might have gone out there and just picked a hotel somewhere and just hung out in the
Yes.
fog for a few days to time lapse it like from above and whatever.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty cool. Next time there's Thule fog, I'll go out there. But yes, the big story really is the wind, and we're going to get into this more with some
Yep.
tabs I've got up here. But I did want to show you some of our cams today. Let's look at the Outer Banks first of all. This one's getting ready to be replaced. I've already gone out there, got
Nice.
everything paired up. Brad will handle that soon. And we got the, oh, there we go. That's a good one. So no
Yep.
overwash. This is what I wanted to
Wow.
show. Ocracoke got some overwash today. They are south, like way over here.
Hmm.
And the north end of Ocracoke Island did have some overwash, but not any over here. And the dunes are nice and intact here. In fact,
Wow.
this beach is growing, and it
Interesting.
really is. They're finally accruing and aggregating some more beach, which is great. Maybe we
Good.
can stop the houses from falling in the ocean a little bit, at least in this part of the Outer Banks. Looking north, again, the dunes really starting to make a comeback over here.
Yep.
So no worries for any flooding anytime soon along that part of the Outer Banks anyway. We do have a camera from one of our friends up here in Nova Scotia, just waiting for it to show up on the Nest system here. Come on, wake up. This is one of the ones where the individual, I think his name's Lucas, if I'm not mistaken, it's his camera, and he
Yep.
just shared his public ID with us. There it is.
Wow.
No
Look at
snow
that.
on the ground in Nova Scotia.
Mhm.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah. Wow.
So, anybody watching, if you have one of those first generation Nest outdoor cams where you can share your ID for it publicly or share the thing publicly, get in touch with me, especially if you're one of our supporters. And that's exactly the case here with this fella Lucas up
Yep.
in Nova Scotia. It's not our cam, it's his Nest. And there's a little ID thing that you get, and we only need that ending part, and we can put your camera on here. That'd be pretty cool. And I probably should tweet that out sometime and see who we can get. Let's check the
Yep.
graveyard cam real quick, see if it pops up, because I thought that I saw some, nope, no fog down there today. Oh, clearly no
Wow,
fog.
look at
What a
that.
difference between yesterday and today.
Yep.
Nice look at the graveyard. But this is one of our cams that I sent down to Mr. Campbell,
Yep.
and he set it up. I do want to show, I don't know why our Black Forest cam disappeared, but that's fine. The wind out here, oh, there it is.
That
Duh.
is, yeah, that's it. Where
Um,
the Parker cams aren't
yeah,
on
where'd
there.
the Parker cam go? What happened?
Mm.
Let me go up to the,
Lemons, what'd you do?
oh, it's under deployments for some reason.
Yeah, it's under temporary. I don't know.
That's all right.
We'll fix it later.
All right, Parker, let's go. We had a really good sunrise out at Parker earlier. I can't
Hmm.
go backwards on here. I say we had, oh, look, it disappeared again. What the absolute bleep? Oh, no, there it is. Sorry. I told you, CJ, I'm off. So,
Look at
those
that.
clouds gave us a gorgeous sunrise. I texted Jordan up at Fox Weather.
Hmm.
Hey, you got about 15 minutes if you want to show the Parker cam. It's going to be beautiful, but they're going to get a lot of wind out here,
Yep.
especially north, and we're going to cover that in more detail fairly soon. One more camera stop, and then we'll get on with some of the other good stuff here. Up here in Annette Island in Alaska, I say Annette Island in Alaska. Come on, Nest. Oh,
Wow,
snow.
look at that.
And hey, do you see what I see? There has been critters and somebody driving a vehicle. You see the tracks
Yep.
all in the snow?
Yep.
Very interesting. I've been watching that Brownville deer cam. Actually, those look like human footprints. Could be
Almost,
bears.
yeah.
This is Tim's camera, Tim Bruno.
Yep.
Oh, that would be so funny if we saw him walking back.
It has
He
to be
works
what,
up
like
there
three in
at
the
a
morning?
so CJ, yeah, really. He works at a WSO, not a
Ah,
WFO.
gotcha.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
Hmm.
Something different. It's a weather service office, not a
Yep.
weather forecast office. So he's the guy that gets out there, keeps the data going,
Hmm.
and it's an observation point. I
Yep.
don't know if he launches balloons from there. Maybe he does.
He might have in the past. So there's not too many
Right.
standalone WSOs anymore. They
Right.
used to be all over the place before the advent of internet data and all
Right.
of that. But nowadays, most of them are co-located with your local WFO. But
Right.
Alaska only has a single WFO, and I believe it's in
Right.
Fairbanks. I don't even think it's in I don't even think it's in Anchorage. I think
Right.
it's in Fairbanks. So they have to have their little, because of how, I mean, people don't realize, I mean, Alaska's giant.
Yes.
It's just
Yes,
tucked
it
up
is.
there or down there in the corner in that little inset most of the time for us in the lower 48. But Alaska's huge. So they need people all over the place. And he's doing us a great service up there
Yep.
because a lot of what they see up there, we get downstream.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed. So I have to. I know you were joking. It's not 3 in the morning there,
no,
but
but
it's
it's like,
probably
they're what, 5
6.
hours behind the East Coast, I think, 4 or 5.
Seattle. I know he's just a little bit further west than Seattle would be.
Right, but Alaska's time zone is
Oh,
weird. Here,
it's
I actually
Thursday
have it
there.
on my phone. Hold on.
It's
Yeah, it
next
is
week.
Thursday.
It's next week over there. That's what it is.
Let me see. Hold on. I do have on my world clock, I keep every time zone. So it is 6:19 in the morning in Anchorage. So
It's not so
that's what it
bad.
is there. So it's 4 hours behind the East Coast.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'll have to ring him up sometime and see if he can join us, or at least walk out in front of the camera and wave at us. Get him to dress in a bear costume or a Wookiee costume or something. Sasquatch. That'll
Yeah.
get the viewers.
Mm-mm-mm.
Sasquatch cam. All right, so there we go. That's a look at the cams. Wanted to show you this. The wind yesterday. This is from
Oh Lord.
KUTV, Cheyenne, Wyoming. I mean, we know exact. We have
Hmm.
been. This was about all I'm going to say. 90 minutes before the incident.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Oh, on I-25, probably, I would guess.
yeah, this is I-25, and
Yep.
look at the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, that'll happen. I do remember seeing all the signs about the crosswinds, the dangerous crosswinds. You know, uh, that 100% is a problem.
Now,
And they're
look,
going to see a lot more problems this week along the Front Range.
not to besmirch or make light of it,
Hmm.
but if only there was a way to get information to the trucking companies that there's 80-mile-an-hour crosswinds.
Right,
If only there was a way.
right.
What are we doing? I just, that's their livelihoods. And I'm not even trying to be a
Hmm.
jackwagon here, is Matt's term. Seriously, folks, like I'm just a guy with a small little community in the scheme of things. You are too. And we know
Hmm.
these things all the way down here.
Hmm.
How is it? We talked about that on Weather Brains last night. You know, the dissemination of information, especially when it comes to
Yeah,
wildfires. But, oh, I mean, those rigs got to be totaled.
yeah.
And
They're
some of these, if they're owner
they're
operators, you're out.
right.
It's rough. It's rough. Anyway, yeah, so pay attention, folks, if you're out there. We don't want to see more TikTok videos of this kind of stuff. Seriously, we're on your side. All right, so the big story today, the main weather story of the day is wind. Over 75 million citizens, I like the way they said that, citizens are
Right.
under a high wind warning or wind advisory today. Are you one of 75 million citizens affected by wind? You may be entitled to compensation.
Compensation. Right.
These potentially 444.
Yeah.
Um, these potentially damaging wind gusts could lead to power outages, tree property damage, and they should put another one in there. Tractor trailers getting blown over. I know that's covered
Yeah.
in travel, difficult at times, but it is a really, really big story. And we can see the fire weather very
And
critical
this is
here.
going to be, yeah, this is actually historic. They put up a PDS fire
Yes.
weather watch of some sort I saw, which is rare. Um, you're going to see potentially winds, and it says right there, wind gusts in excess of 100 miles an hour along the Front Range. This is not going to be good.
So, in my opinion, and I think people would agree, maybe yesterday and even today is somewhat of a failure of the system. And here's what I mean by that. When I was out there in 2022 covering that blizzard, it was my first big assignment with Fox Weather post Ian.
Hmm.
And I went out there, flew into Denver, rented a truck, went up and covered the blizzard out, got all the way out to Wall, came back to Sioux Falls, Rapid City. Anyway, the roads, they have these deals. I showed them to you where they just close and it'll say road closed ahead, return to Lusk. Road
Hmm.
closed ahead, return to Cheyenne. And you're stuck. Whatever.
Yep.
They literally can close down sections of I-25 or
Yep.
even some of the state roads. Why didn't
Hmm.
they do that for wind? Just
Right.
asking, not trying
No.
to get
Yeah.
on, but I think today would be a really good day if you're going to close the I-25 corridor for snow. You should close
Mm.
it for, I don't know, 100 mile per hour wind.
Yep.
So anybody that's out there, you know the area, are they doing that? I'm going to ask, actually, after the show, I'm going to tag Chris Bianchi or however you say his name there in Denver. And I'm going to ask him, do they close the roads for these wind events? Because clearly they
Right.
should. Anyway,
Right.
high
And
fire danger as well. Yeah, your
yep.
thoughts?
Yeah. No, I was to say this area of the country also isn't completely unaware of these types of events. I
Right, it's
know
not alien.
Boulder, no, this is a Chinook wind event, is essentially what this is. So that's,
Right.
as the wind comes down the Front Range slopes, it warms and it
Hmm.
gets, very dry, hence the high temperatures at near 70 degrees. I mean, you figure Denver's a mile high, Boulder's a little bit, I think, higher in elevation.
Right.
Um, I think Fort Collins is lower. We've been there.
Yeah.
You're way up there in elevation, and for it to be 70 degrees in mid December, that's what you're talking about. Those are Chinook winds.
God, look at this. That's crazy.
Hmm. Look, what
Not
was
cold
that
out there.
high of 67 or 80? Okay, 67. Sorry, I thought it said
In
87.
in Fort Collins, and their elevation is 5,016 feet. And if,
Right.
a handful of days before Christmas, and they're going to be almost 70 degrees. So, yeah, there's problems afoot when you see that. All right, covered that, covered that. And so again, this is really important. So it's going to be on our literal radar here. Again, another, I've shown a lot from Colin here. Very concerned for Colorado tomorrow. So now here we are today as the first ever PDS red flag warning has been issued in the state for the foothills of Boulder and Jefferson counties. Wind gusts may hit 105, humidity in the single digits. Comes on the heels of record warmth and dryness. Urban wildfires could be a real big problem. And you can see some of the graphics here showing it. Very, very dangerous situation. This is straight from the Weather Service. Look at that, CJ. 95 to 100 miles per hour.
Right.
Oh,
It's insane.
wow.
I mean, that's a
Luckily,
category two hurricane.
luckily, the worst of the wind will be west of the 25 corridor, so that's good.
Yes.
But you get some of these big fires that get started, little fires that turn into big
Hmm.
fires. I could see that
Right.
spreading down the slopes.
Yep.
This is going to be a very perilous day for our friends up here in that neck of the woods. Yeah, so Lake Tahoe, I was talking about this. They're hoping for a Christmas miracle. Look at this
Right.
video. This comes out of ABC 7 News out there. Will there be a Christmas miracle? Let's mute it. That's Lake Tahoe ski area. Like, really?
Yeah. Wow.
Gosh. So hopefully, it's coming, and there is hope ahead.
Hmm.
I'll show you as we move forward. What's next? We'll take a look at the current satellite and see what's happening out there. Um, Not a
Check
lot.
out that little storm spinning out there in the Atlantic.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that. I mentioned it yesterday in my rumors of storms,
Yep.
and I actually have it queued up for just a little bit later on. Don't you worry. Um, yeah, you'll see why. Front and a low pressure area here, clearly.
Yep.
A pretty good atmospheric river starting to set up again. Big ridge sitting out this way. And that's about it. I mean, we certainly have
Hmm.
impactful weather, but no big storm systems moving across the country. But
Right.
that shows you don't need that. This wind situation is really going to be bad enough on its own.
Yep.
All right, to the rumors of storms part. I'm glad you mentioned that little doodad out in the Atlantic. Again, not trying to besmirch people or act some gatekeeper of who should do what.
Hmm.
You do whatever you want to do. That's fine. Obviously, the algorithm loves it. But Nestor forming, rare system, Atlantic Ocean, blanket statements from somebody that's pretty prominent down there in Florida on the YouTube. We looked at this
Hmm.
yesterday. Nothing from the National Hurricane Center about it at all. No special tropical weather outlook
Nope.
and nothing in the forecast modeling for that part of the Atlantic. It's barely even there. It's an interesting little feature. Uh,
I would say it's probably just your typical, high latitude type of cyclone. I mean, that's what it looks like.
well, there's the
And you
front.
can even see, yeah, I was about to say, you can see the front on the vorticity map there.
Right,
So, I mean, it's just your typical baroclinic cyclone.
right,
Um, Nothing subtropical or tropical that I can tell just from the satellite presentation alone. And can
right.
you bring that satellite loop back up? Let's take a
Yes.
look at it. So
Oh, yeah.
go
Let's
ahead and
let's do a
pause that.
let's do a
Hit
better
the
job. Let's get a better
Yeah,
perspective.
let's get the
Uh,
Atlantic,
which one's the best
the
one?
Northwest. I guess maybe I don't know, or
Yeah,
maybe
we'll
the
try.
Eastern Atlantic.
Oh, there it is
Yeah,
on the
there it is.
right-hand
Oh,
side.
there's your front. Boom. So go ahead and pause it. You can see there's your comma head feature, a lower level cyclone at the bottom, and there's your front. Yep.
Yeah,
Textbook.
and so no, it's just a rumor. And
Hmm.
again, it sounds condescending or whatever, but when you put a thumbnail like that, it's just try to be calm and nice about it, but there is
YouTube's
no
gonna do what YouTube's gonna do.
right. So, for people that are like, oh, was there another storm out there? But it also, I'll say this. It
Hmm.
does also fire up the whole, well, they just name anything they want, don't they? Well, no, nobody's naming anything except the person that suggested Nestor's forming.
Right.
Just like we all have to be on the same page, really. We're trying to work together here,
Yep.
not trying to call people out for the sake of it. Who am I? I'm just me, whatever. So, the rumor has been busted. No Nestor ain't happening. Sorry. Follow Friday. We were talking about this. who will it be
Hmm.
today? And it came to me, it was pretty obvious. And I'm going to get him on as soon as we can. Today's Follow Friday. My good
Mr.
friend in the
Watkins.
business, Mike Watkins. And his tweet here is what prompted me. It's about time! Exclamation point. NOAA has finally released AI versions of the GFS model for weather forecasting, so it's no longer just the map people, Google. I still think that's hilarious. Hey, we have AI DeepMind from Google. Oh yeah, the same people that, do map directions. Your destination is on the right. Notable that the Euro AIFS and Google DeepMind outperformed the operational physics-based GFS model and the official forecast from the Hurricane Center during the 2025 season. I build these models for a living. Never thought we'd see this kind of advancement so quickly, but here we are. It's truly remarkable how differently AI versus physics models work and perform. Any questions, feel free to ask. We are going to have Mr. Watkins on our
We
show
got to
as
have
soon
him
as
on.
humanly possible to explain it. And then we'll have other people follow up after that as well. But he is the lead data scientist at Televisia Univision. Come on, Mark.
Hmm.
I build machine learning LLM, that's large language models, Google BigQuery, KNIM9, whatever data viz, Python, Hurricane
Yep.
Science. Our follow Friday for today is Watkins Track. Michael Watkins. He'll be so delighted. So 2,400 followers. Let's get that number up by just a few if we can. All right. A great follow. We will definitely have him on as we move forward. So kind of a uh, what is going on? Oh, it's my telestrator. It's being a butthole. There we go. It's the hotkeys. They're interfering with stuff.
Right.
Literally interfering. I get the circle. I can't stop sharing. No, 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 no. Let's wait for the program. I think Zoom is going to quit on me. Am I
Uh-oh.
still there?
You're still here.
All right. Well, we'll let it quit after we're done. Oh my goodness, Windows, you're killing me. I can't do anything. Send
Eesh.
to Zoom. Zoom is not responding. Generate a crash report. Ah, I can't. Oh, at least I can do that, but I can't
Yeah.
unshare the screen. So what we're gonna have to
Ah.
do is sign off, and then I'm gonna have to force close, and that'll just be the end of it. I knew today was
Hopefully.
funky. But
Yeah, today
before I
is
do
just a
go,
weird Friday.
come on, escape something. I mean, is there like a hotkey that I can do to stop screen sharing?
I don't know.
Oh well, I don't want to just end it. So let me just look on the chat real quick to see who all we've got. Uh, oh no, you did not go there. Of course I went there. Prepare the sloppy joes. Completely
Hmm.
frontal. Yeah, there you go. People are in agreement. Um,
Yeah.
Good to see everybody on the chat today. Just seeing what's happening. There are problems afoot when you see Mark. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, you're right. So whatever the hell happened here at the end where I can't stop the screen share, my apologies. I have no idea what you
Uh,
guys are seeing, but we're done. That's it for today. That's it for the weekend. We don't do the show on
this,
Saturdays or Sundays, but Monday, I'm telling you, is going to be fantastic. We're going to have my friend Steve Williams, who is a pilot for a significant carrier of commercial air traffic, and he will be on Monday's show. CJ, you'll be around as well, I believe you said, right? Or is
yeah,
Monday?
Monday's going to be a lot easier this week for my day job. So,
Yeah.
yep, it's going to be easy given that Christmas is this coming week.
So join us on Monday if you would, please. We'd love to have you, especially as we talk to Mr. Williams about the inner workings of major travel days like what's coming up on Monday. Think about a few days before Thanksgiving
Yep.
and some of the inner workings of how FlightAware can help you. Stuff like that. We'll do that and more on Monday. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'm going to figure out how to shut all this down, and we'll see you folks on Monday.
Here's
Thanks.
hoping.
I'm Mark Sudduth. That's CJ Morgan.
Thanks,
Wish me luck
guys.
with my machine here. We'll see you later.
Have a good day, everybody.